I'm much clearer on exactly what emotional intelligence is. I guess my highlight was getting the 360 feedback from my colleagues.
I think it was a very useful exercise to do the emotional intelligence feedback questionnaire and to give that to a lot of the people who I work with very closely and have worked with for quite a long time, to get a better idea of how of what they think of as my strengths and weaknesses in the interactions that we have. In a sense, some of the things they said were things I might have expected. A lot of the things, some of the things were pleasantly surprising, and some of the things I think were weaknesses that I suppose I was kind of aware of, but probably hadn't really done too much about. And I think having that written on a piece of paper now, by a lot of people, and sort of seeing this consistency, within the group about my strengths and weaknesses is really helpful, and gives you the impetus or the momentum to then do something about those.
And there were probably 3 elements for me where I could concentrate on in terms of improving my own emotional intelligence. For me particularly, they would be around my own self-confidence, around empathy, and being, I suppose, more demonstrative of my empathy for others, and around self-awareness as well. So I've come away with 3 clear areas of focus for me in terms of how I can improve my own emotional intelligence.
And in some areas, actually my own view of myself and what other people see is quite similar, but it's interesting seeing that there are other areas that there is quite a difference in how I view myself, and that can sometimes be a view of I've got a much higher view of something, and also the other way as well, that perhaps I don't see myself as competent at something as perhaps is actually what I'm portraying. So for me, that's been really empowering.
The feedback from the 360, absolutely invaluable. It's been really useful to find out what peers, managers, clients, other people think about me, and using that to help flex my management style has been really useful. And there are 2 main areas that we've looked at, that I've looked at as there's 3 actually: inspiration, leadership, influence, and empathy.